Hi there, and welcome back to English Phrases Hub, the podcast where you learn real, everyday English with me, Emma. Today's episode is all about English phrases you can use when talking about your job or your workday. Whether you're chatting with a friend, answering questions in an interview, or just describing your routine, these phrases will help you sound more natural and confident. We'll go over simple, useful expressions that native speakers use all the time, and I'll explain each one with easy examples so you can understand and start using them right away. So grab a coffee, get comfortable, and let's talk about your job in English. All right, let's start with our phrase for today. It's one that's really useful when someone asks you, "What do you do?" or "Where do you work?" The phrase is, "I work in." You can use this to talk about your job area or industry, not the name of the company, but the type of work you do. Let's go through some examples. I work in education. I work in marketing. I work in customer service. I work in construction. It's simple, professional, and clear. You can also say, I work in IT, or I work in finance. It doesn't matter where you work. This phrase helps you describe your job in a natural way. Let's say it together now. I work in. Try adding your field after that. I work in more. Nice. Keep practicing with different job areas. Even if you're a student, you can say, I'm a student, but I work part-time in retail. So now you're ready to talk about what you do. Okay, now let's talk about our second phrase for today. It's a common way to describe your working schedule. The phrase is, I have a 9 to 5 job. Let's say it slowly together. I have a 9 to 5 job. Now, what does that mean? When you say I have a 9 to 5 job, you're telling someone that you work regular hours, usually from 9 in the morning to 5 in the evening. This kind of job is usually full-time, Monday through Friday, and often in an office, a business, or a company setting. Here's how you might use it. I can't go out during the day. I have a 9 to 5 job. Most of my friends have flexible jobs, but I have a 9 to 5. You can also use this phrase when you're comparing work schedules. My brother is a freelancer, but I have a 9 to 5 job. I used to have a 9 to 5, but now I work nights. It's a very natural way to talk about your work routine, especially when someone asks about your job or your availability. Let's say it again together. I have a 9 to 5 job. Now let's do a quick practice. Imagine a friend says, Hey, can you meet me tomorrow morning at 10? What could you say? You might reply, I'd love to, but I have a 9 to 5 job. It's polite, it explains your situation, and it sounds completely natural. You can also ask others, do you work a 9 to 5? Or say, I'm looking for a 9 to 5 job right now. All right, let's look at our next phrase. This one is really useful when you want to talk about what you're doing at work right now. The phrase is, I'm working on a project. Let's break it down slowly. I'm working on a project. You can use this phrase when you want to say you're busy with something important at work, maybe a task, a report, a client request, or something your team is building. It sounds professional, natural, and focused. Let me give you some real examples. Sorry, I can't talk right now. I'm working on a project for my manager. This week, I'm working on a marketing project for our new product. We're working on a group project for a client presentation next week. Now, what does project mean in this context? A project is usually something temporary or special that has a clear goal, like creating a report, launching a new website, planning an event, or doing research. And notice the structure. We say working on, not working at or working in. So it's, I'm working on a project, not I'm working at a project. You can also be more specific by saying what kind of project it is. I'm working on a design project. I'm working on a team project with my department. Quick practice. Think of something you've done at school or at work recently. How would you describe it? Try saying, I'm working on, and then add the type of task or project. It could be, I'm working on a financial report. I'm working on a presentation for Monday. Let's say it one more time together. I'm working on a project. Nice work. Let's move on to phrase 4. This one is especially helpful if you want to talk about your responsibilities at work or in an interview or just explain your job more clearly. The phrase is, my role involves. Let's say that together slowly. My role involves. Now, what does that mean? Your role means your job position, what you're expected to do, and involves means includes or is part of. So when you say, my role involves, you're telling someone what you do on a regular basis. Let me give you some examples. My role involves managing social media. My role involves responding to customer emails. My role involves organizing team meetings and preparing reports. It's a professional way to talk about your daily tasks, especially useful when you're describing your job in more detail. Here's another version with a little more information. My role involves supporting the marketing team and creating content for campaigns. That sounds clear, confident, and capable. You can also use this phrase when writing your resume or speaking in a job interview. So, Emma, what do you do in your current job? Well, my role involves training new employees and coordinating schedules. Let's say it again together. My role involves. Now you try it with your job. My role involves. What's something you do regularly? It could be helping customers, preparing reports, leading meetings, designing materials, fixing technical issues. Think of one and try to say it out loud. This phrase is a great way to sound more professional and fluent, especially when people ask, what exactly do you do at work? All right, it's time for phrase 5, and this one is perfect for talking about leadership at work. The phrase is, I'm in charge of. Let's say it together slowly. I'm in charge of. This phrase means I'm responsible for, I lead, I manage. You use this phrase when you want to say that you are the person taking care of something, leading a team, or handling a task. Let me give you a few examples. I'm in charge of the customer service team. I'm in charge of planning events at the office. I'm in charge of updating the website every week. You can use it to talk about teams, tasks, projects, or even company tools or systems. Here's another example. At my job, I'm in charge of training new employees. It's a strong way to talk about what you do, especially when you're leading something. You can also say this in an interview or a meeting. So, what's your role on this project? I'm in charge of organizing the timeline and assigning tasks. Sounds confident, right? Let's say it together one more time. I'm in charge of. Now try adding your own responsibility. The team, the presentation, the budget, the social media strategy, the weekly reports. Go ahead and try it out. I'm in charge of 1. This phrase shows that you're responsible, capable, and trusted in your role. All right, let's move on to phrase 6. This one is great when you want to talk about being busy at work, but in a very natural, expressive way. The phrase is, I'm currently juggling number projects. Let's break it down slowly. I'm currently juggling projects. Now, when we say juggling, we're not talking about throwing balls in the air like a clown. In English, to juggle can also mean to manage several things at the same time. So when you say, I'm currently juggling 3 projects, you mean you're working on 3 things at once and trying to manage your time and energy between them. Let's look at some examples. I'm currently juggling 2 big projects at work. It's a little stressful, but I'm managing. Right now, I'm juggling client emails, a marketing campaign, and a product launch. It's a great way to show that you're busy but capable and that you can handle multiple responsibilities. Bonus tip, you can change the number or just say a few projects if you're not being exact. I'm juggling a few different projects this week. You can also use it with personal life and work combined. I'm juggling work, school, and family life right now. Let's say it again. I'm currently juggling. Now you try it with your own number or task list. I'm currently juggling. This phrase helps you talk about your workload naturally, and it shows that you're actively managing your time and responsibilities. Okay, phrase 7 is all about teamwork, working together with others to get things done. The phrase is, I collaborate with my colleagues on projects. Let's break that down slowly. I collaborate with my colleagues on projects. Now let's talk about what that means. The word collaborate means to work together with someone, to share ideas, solve problems, or create something as a team. And colleagues just means your coworkers, the people you work with. So when you say, I collaborate with my colleagues on projects, you're saying that you don't work alone. You're part of a team, and you often work together to complete tasks or goals. Let's try some examples. At my job, I collaborate with the sales team to create client proposals. I often collaborate with my colleagues in marketing and design. You can also say, we're collaborating on a new product launch. Or, I love collaborating with different departments. It helps me learn more. This phrase is especially useful in interviews and meetings. It shows that you're a team player, someone who communicates well and supports others. Let's say it again together. I collaborate with my colleagues on projects. Try using it to describe your own work. In my job, I collaborate with on. For example, I collaborate with the finance team on monthly reports. See how professional that sounds? So now, you've learned a great phrase to talk about teamwork in the workplace. All right, let's talk about phrase 8. It's a great expression for describing what happens during meetings or group work when you're trying to come up with new ideas. The phrase is, we brainstormed ideas together. Let's say it slowly together. We brainstormed ideas together. Now, what does brainstorm mean? To brainstorm means to think of lots of ideas quickly, without judging them, just sharing as many ideas as possible. It's something teams do when they start a new project, solve a problem, or make a plan. So when you say, we brainstormed ideas together, you're saying we sat down as a group, shared our thoughts, and worked together creatively. Here are some examples. Before starting the campaign, we brainstormed ideas together as a team. Yesterday, we brainstormed names for our new product. Let's have a meeting tomorrow to brainstorm ideas for the client presentation. It's a fun, active phrase that shows you're involved in creative thinking and collaboration. You can also change the subject. My team brainstormed some great ideas last week. I love brainstorming with others. It helps me think outside the box. Let's say it again together. We brainstormed ideas together. Now try it yourself. What's something you recently worked on with a group? Try saying, we brainstormed ideas for... This is a great phrase to use in meetings, interviews, or whenever you want to show that you contribute to group creativity. Okay, now let's talk about phrase 9. This is something you'll definitely hear in team meetings, project updates, or even casual chats with coworkers. The phrase is, we ran into an issue. Let's say it together slowly. We ran into an issue. Now, this doesn't mean you physically ran into something. In English, ran into can also mean you faced a problem or you discovered an unexpected difficulty. So when you say, we ran into an issue, you mean something went wrong or something is stopping us from moving forward. Let's look at some real examples. We ran into an issue with the software. It wasn't saving the data correctly. We were ready to launch the project, but then we ran into an issue with the client's budget. Everything was going well until we ran into an issue with the delivery. It's a very polite and professional way to say there's a problem, but you're not being dramatic or negative. Bonus tip. You can also say a small issue or a major issue depending on how serious it is. We ran into a small issue, but we fixed it quickly. We ran into a major issue with our timeline. Let's say it one more time. We ran into an issue. Now you try it. We ran into an issue with gong. Maybe it's a system, a supplier, a deadline. Try filling in the blank with something from your own experience. This phrase is perfect for sounding professional and calm, even when things don't go exactly as planned. All right. Our phrase for today is about something that happens to everyone at some point in their work life. The phrase is, I missed the deadline. Let's say it together slowly. I missed the deadline. Now, what does that mean? A deadline is the due date, the time when something is supposed to be finished. If you miss the deadline, it means you didn't finish the task or project on time. It could be because something came up, you got busy, or there was a delay in the process. Let's look at some natural examples. I was supposed to submit the report on Friday, but I missed the deadline. We missed the deadline because of a technical issue. I hate missing deadlines. I try to stay organized. You can also use it in an apology. Sorry I missed the deadline. I'll have it ready by tomorrow. Bonus, you can also say we missed the deadline if it was a team project. We missed the deadline for the presentation, so we had to reschedule. This phrase is very common in professional English, especially when talking about time management and accountability. Let's say it again. I missed the deadline. Now your turn. Try saying something like, I missed the deadline because Ming. Maybe you had too many tasks. Maybe there was a problem. Whatever it is, this phrase helps you own the situation clearly and respectfully. Mistakes happen. What matters is how you talk about them and how you move forward. Let's talk about a phrase that's useful when you're feeling overwhelmed, but want to explain it in a polite and professional way. The phrase is, I'm under a lot of pressure at work. Let's say it slowly together. I'm under a lot of pressure at work. Now, what does that mean? If you say you're under pressure, it means you're feeling stress, urgency, or high expectations, usually because you have a lot to do or something important is coming up. It could be deadlines, a big project, too many tasks, or high demands from your manager or clients. So when you say, I'm under a lot of pressure at work, you're being honest about your situation, but still sounding calm and respectful. Here are some examples. I'm under a lot of pressure at work this week. We're launching a new product. I've been under pressure lately because we're short-staffed. She's under a lot of pressure to finish the report by Friday. This phrase helps others understand how you're feeling and why you might be busy or less available. Bonus variation. You can also say, work has been really stressful lately. There's a lot of pressure on me this month. But I'm under a lot of pressure at work sounds clear, natural, and very common in professional conversations. Let's say it again. I'm under a lot of pressure at work. Now try it yourself. I'm under a lot of pressure at work because maybe it's a deadline, a big responsibility, or just too many meetings. This phrase helps you express stress in a professional, respectful way without sounding negative or complaining. All right, let's look at a positive phrase that's all about meeting your goals at work. It's something you'll often hear when a team has achieved what they set out to do. The phrase is, we reached our target for the month. Let's say it together slowly. We reached our target for the month. Now, what does that mean? A target is another word for a goal, usually a number or result that your team is trying to achieve. It could be number of sales, amount of profit, number of tasks completed, or even customer satisfaction scores. When you say, we reached our target, you're saying, we did it. We hit the goal. We were successful. It's a great phrase to celebrate success, especially as a team. Let's go through some real examples. We reached our target for the month, 500 units sold. The team worked really hard, and we reached our Q1 targets ahead of schedule. I'm proud to say we reached our customer service goals this month. It's also a great phrase to use in emails, presentations, and meetings. Bonus variations. You can say, we met our target, same meaning. We exceeded our target, which means you went even higher than the goal. Let's say it one more time. We reached our target for the month. Now your turn. Try saying, we reached our target for, maybe it's a weekly goal, a sales figure, a project deadline. Whatever it is, this phrase shows success, teamwork, and progress. Now here's a phrase we all love to hear and maybe one day say ourselves. The phrase is, I got a promotion. Let's say it together, slowly. Got a promotion. So what does this mean? A promotion is when you move up in your job, usually to a higher position with more responsibilities, and often with a higher salary too. So when you say, I got a promotion, you're saying, I was recognized for my work. I've moved up in my company or organization. Let's go through some examples. I got a promotion to team leader last month. After working here for 3 years, I finally got a promotion. She got a promotion because of her excellent performance. Bonus tip, you can also say, I was promoted to job title. Example, I was promoted to project manager last week. Let's say both versions. I got a promotion. I was promoted to senior analyst. Both sound professional, confident, and natural. Now you try. I got a promotion to... What job title or role would you be excited to say? Even if it hasn't happened yet, you can say, I'm working hard to get a promotion. It's a great way to talk about progress and success in your career and to share good news with others. All right, let's take a moment to reflect on success and personal growth at work. The phrase is, I'm proud of what I accomplished. Let's say it slowly together. I'm proud of what I accomplished. Now, what does it mean? To be proud means you feel happy and satisfied about something you've done. And the word accomplished means finished or achieved, especially when it took effort or hard work. So when you say, I'm proud of what I accomplished, you're saying, I worked hard. I achieved something meaningful. I feel good about the result. Let's hear some examples. I'm proud of what I accomplished during the last project. It was a big challenge. I had a lot of setbacks, but I'm proud of what I accomplished in the end. Even though I missed the deadline once, I'm still proud of what I accomplished. This phrase is a beautiful way to talk about success with confidence, without sounding arrogant. You can also say it in interviews or performance reviews. I'm proud of what I accomplished last quarter. I increased our team's productivity and helped launch a new system. It shows maturity, responsibility, and self-respect. Let's say it again. I'm proud of what I accomplished. Now you try. I'm proud of what I accomplished when I... Maybe you solved a tough problem, helped a team, reached a target. Whatever it was, own it. Be proud of it. You've earned it. Now we're on phrase 15, and this one is all about being kind, professional, and supportive at work. The phrase is, please let me know if you need anything. Let's say it slowly together. Please let me know if you need anything. This phrase is very common in English, especially in emails, meetings, and conversations between coworkers or clients. You use it when you want to offer help or show that you're available to support someone. It's polite, warm, and professional. Let me give you some real examples. I've attached the report. Please let me know if you need anything else. Thanks for joining the meeting. Please let me know if you need anything from me this week. I'm happy to help. Just let me know if you need anything. You can also say this in person at the end of a conversation. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Let me know if you need anything. It's a great way to end a message or conversation on a helpful note, and it makes people feel comfortable asking for support. You can even use this phrase with customers or clients. Please let me know if you need anything. I'll be happy to assist. Let's say it again. Please let me know if you need anything. Now try it yourself. Think of someone you recently helped, a colleague, friend, or client. What would you say? Please let me know if you need anything. This phrase is polite, it's professional, and it shows you care. Let's take a moment for a phrase that's all about gratitude, showing appreciation in a kind and respectful way. The phrase is, I really appreciate your help. Let's say it together slowly. I really appreciate your help. Now, what does it mean? To appreciate something means to feel thankful for it. So when you say, I really appreciate your help, you're saying, thank you for supporting me. I value what you did. I'm grateful. This phrase is perfect in both professional and casual conversations. It's polite, it's sincere, and it makes people feel seen and respected. Here are some examples. Thanks again for fixing the report. I really appreciate your help. I couldn't have done it without you. I really appreciate your help. You stayed late to help me finish. I really appreciate that. You can also say, I really appreciate your support. I appreciate your time. It depends on what they helped you with. Let's say it one more time together. I really appreciate your help. Now you try it. Think of someone who helped you recently. What would you say? I really appreciate your help. This phrase is a beautiful way to build good relationships in the office, in school, or anywhere in life. Okay, let's talk about a phrase that's really helpful in professional settings, especially when you're asked a question, but you're not sure of the answer yet. The phrase is, I'll get back to you on that. Let's say it slowly together. I'll get back to you on that. So what does this mean? To get back to someone means, I'll respond later. I'll give you an answer soon. I need to check something first. This phrase is polite, respectful, and shows that you're taking the question seriously, even if you can't answer it right now. Let's look at some examples. Do you know when the report is due? I'm not sure. I'll get back to you on that. Can we change the meeting time? Let me check with the manager. I'll get back to you on that. Will the budget cover that expense? I'll get back to you on that once I review the numbers. It's a great phrase to use in meetings, emails, interviews, and even casual conversations. You can also say, let me check and I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. All of these are professional and polite. Let's say the main phrase one more time. I'll get back to you on that. Now try it yourself. Imagine someone asks you something you need to double check. You can respond with, I'll get back to you on that. It shows responsibility and professionalism, even when you don't have the answer yet. Okay, let's look at phrase 18. And this one is great when you want to offer help or take responsibility in a calm and confident way. The phrase is, no problem, I'll handle it. Let's say it slowly together. No problem, I'll handle it. Now let's break it down. No problem means, it's okay. Don't worry, I'm happy to help. I'll handle it means I'll take care of it. I'll do it, I've got this. So when you say, no problem, I'll handle it, you're saying, it's not a big deal and I'll take care of it. Let's go through some natural examples. Can you reply to this email for me? Sure, no problem, I'll handle it. The printer isn't working again. No problem, I'll handle it. We need someone to cover the meeting. No problem, I'll handle it. This phrase shows that you are confident, helpful, dependable. You can also shorten it to, I'll handle it, or say, no worries, I'll take care of it. Let's practice the full phrase again. No problem, I'll handle it. Now try using it with a task. No problem, I'll handle the report. No problem, I'll handle the call. This phrase shows leadership, even in small moments. All right, now let's look at phrase 19. This one is all about career goals and motivation. The phrase is, I'm working towards a promotion. Let's say it slowly together. I'm working towards a promotion. So what does this mean? To work towards something means you're putting in effort. You have a goal in mind. You're making progress step by step. And a promotion, as we learned earlier, means moving up to a higher position at work. So when you say, I'm working towards a promotion, you're saying, I'm trying to grow in my job. I want to move to the next level. I'm focused on my career development. Let's hear some real examples. I'm working towards a promotion to team leader by the end of the year. Right now, I'm taking on more responsibilities because I'm working towards a promotion. She's working towards a promotion and doing an amazing job. This phrase shows that you're driven and focused on improvement, something employers and coworkers respect. You can also personalize it. I'm working towards a promotion in the marketing department. I'm working towards a management role. Let's say it together again. I'm working towards a promotion. Now try it yourself. I'm working towards a promotion by, it could be by doing more projects, improving your skills, or taking the lead on something. This phrase helps you talk about your goals with confidence and clarity, and that's a great skill in any language. All right, let's wrap up today's episode with one last phrase. It's simple, it's honest, and it's full of positive energy. The phrase is, I enjoy what I do. Let's say it slowly together. I enjoy what I do. This means, I like my job. I feel good about the work I do. I find my work interesting or meaningful. It doesn't mean everything is perfect, but it shows that you have a positive attitude about your career or daily responsibilities. Here are some natural examples. My job can be stressful sometimes, but I enjoy what I do. I work with a great team, and I really enjoy what I do. I'm lucky. I enjoy what I do, and I get to help people every day. This phrase is great in interviews, casual conversations, or anytime you want to share how you feel about your work in a simple, positive way. You can also combine it with other phrases. I'm working on a lot of projects right now, but I enjoy what I do. I'm working towards a promotion, and I really enjoy what I do. Let's say it again. I enjoy what I do. Now your turn. Try saying, I enjoy what I do because maybe you love helping others, solving problems, being creative. Whatever the reason, this phrase shows passion and positivity, and that's a great way to end today's episode. Great job today. You've just learned 20 practical English phrases to talk about your job and workday more naturally and confidently. Let's do a quick recap of some of the phrases we covered. I work in marketing, education, healthcare. I have a 9-to-5 job. I'm working on a project. I collaborate with my colleagues on projects. We brainstormed ideas together. We ran into an issue. I missed the deadline. I got a promotion. I'm working towards a promotion. I enjoy what I do, and many more. These are real phrases that native speakers use every day, and now you can too. Don't forget, there's a free worksheet that goes along with this episode. You can download it using the link in the description. It's perfect for reviewing, writing practice, or even classroom use. And if you enjoyed this episode, make sure to follow the podcast or subscribe to English Phrases Hub on YouTube for more practical lessons like this one. Thanks for spending your time with me today. I'm really proud of you for taking steps to improve your English. Until next time, keep practicing, stay confident, and remember, you're doing great. Bye for now.